really have to be powerful ones.
Okay, so we'll begin by discussing why people might want to move off planet, and then we should talk about how they're going to get there.
You mean discuss the kinds of technology that are needed for it to happen?
Yeah, I think that's important. We'll need rockets to get them to Mars, or wherever, that don't cost billions. And in addition to how they'll get there, we should discuss the challenges they'll encounter there. I mean, other planets are dangerous. The colonists would need safe habitats in order to survive and ways to grow food. Without those things, the prospect of space colonization is unlikely.
Good points. For sure, we should discuss how people might migrate off Earth. And what about talking about when that's likely to happen?
I think when is important, but won't that come up naturally when we discuss the technology that's needed and how long it'll take to develop?
I think Marina's right. Let's talk about how and when together. I was thinking that we should also talk about who might emigrate off Earth. I mean, it's not like everybody on the planet is going to want to buy a ticket to another world, is it? But perhaps who is something we should discuss at the same time we talk about why.
Makes sense to me. Different groups of people are likely to have different reasons for wanting to leave. So it'll be natural if we discuss who and why at the same time. Okay, any other things we need to include?
Well, I think we should talk about where humans might go. Which planets, I mean. Let's stick to the solar system, though. That's where we're likely to immigrate first. From what I've read, the technology to colonize planets that are light years from Earth won't be available for decades. But some people say humans could begin to colonize Mars or the Moon in the relatively near future.
Good ideas, Cheryl. We definitely need to talk about where, and I think it's a good idea to limit our discussion only to places within the solar system. Does it make sense to talk about where at the end of our talk, though? To my mind, it would make more sense to talk about where humans are likely to go before we discuss how they're going to get there. I mean, doesn't the technology we need to develop depend on where we're going?
Yeah, I think Lucas is right. Let's cover the where before the how. Okay, anything else we should talk about?
Not that I can think of.
Me neither.
Okay, so now we need to decide who's going to say what. I'd say we should each focus on one or two aspects of the topic.
Good idea. If it's okay with you both, I'd like to be the one to talk about how humans are going to colonize other worlds and when that's likely to happen. You know, the technology side of things.
That's fine with me. I'm really interested in the push and pull factors and in who might decide to leave Earth. That would leave where humans might move to for you to cover, Marina. Is that okay?
I don't have a preference for what I talk about, so that's all fine with me. So when we actually deliver our talk, it'll be Cheryl first, me second, and Lucas last.
That's right. So should we meet same time, same place next week? We can go over the research we've done and practice our talk.
Works for me.
And me.